Hey guys, this is Anthony. Today we're playing another 15 plus 10 game on Lichess, going into the French defense. Recording on a Saturday morning, going to a blitz tournament in an hour, so hopefully get some warm up here. So I think knight f6 is the move. It's a strange one. There's also take. Okay, let's go knight f6. Just vaguely trying to remember some theory here. Then knight d7. c5 ideas are coming. So yeah, the Blitz tournament, it's going to be 5-0 games, double round robin over at the Brooklyn Game Night at Industry City. I have low expectations for how I'll do, but in this game, hopefully I'll try to make some quick decisions and it'll carry over. C5 seems natural. Bishop b4 check. I don't think that does much. c5, maybe c3. Knight c6. Wonder if c4 is an idea, but I think let's keep it in kind of French territory where we're just piling on to this d4 pawn. So white could play bishop g5. Okay, they go for a counter strike right in the center. So pawn takes, bishop takes, pawn takes, knight takes. I do see in some lines I get knight c6 with tempo. Just trying to think if the move order matters here. Yeah, let's do pawn takes here. Yeah, the move order may not matter as much. Okay, so they take back there. Okay, so could be an isolated queen pawn position. But let's see how it goes. So I'm expecting queen takes. Queen takes, if knight c6, there's queen takes d5. But then I do have knight takes e5. Probably have to take with this knight, otherwise... yeah, maybe take with this knight just to free up the light square bishop. Okay, so... knight takes e5 looks natural. Just looking for any counterplay, looking for any checks that white has. But yeah, maybe queen takes d4 was a better try. But yeah, I'm not out of the woods yet. Not out of the woods yet. Would definitely love to get castled. Okay, so bishop b5 check. I saw bishop d7 takes, queen takes. They do queen a4, take. Yeah, let's see. So, recapture with the knight or recapture with the queen? Maybe recapture with the knight solidifies my knight on e5, and with my queen on d8, kind of gives me this queen a5 check that I could hold in reserve. So yeah, if I take with the knight, yeah, I like that. Then some plans later, bishop b4 check, get castled, and yeah, try to play with this extra isolated queen pawn. Yeah, and if they leave the tension, let's say they do a knight move, knight f3, knight gf3, I am threatening the bishop. There are tactics. So let's say white plays a poor move. Do I have bishop takes? Okay, so they do take there. Recapture with the knight. Yeah, bishop b4 check is coming. Okay. Do we still play bishop b4 check? I do like that. I mean, queen a5 check doesn't do much. Bishop d2. Okay. Give the check. On bishop d2, I think I'll take queen takes. At a minimum, I have like knight c4 ideas, which could be a little annoying. There's also castles. Just looking at knight c4, queen e2 check. Yeah, it doesn't do much, so let's get castled. Knight f3 makes sense. What about knight c4 and then rook e8? So knight c4, where's this queen going? Yeah, knight c4, gaining a tempo on the queen. And then rook e8 coming up, rook c8. Like that, my knight could maybe drop back to b6. This knight could go to f6. and prop up my extra pawn. Okay. So rook over looks good. I'm expecting this knight to go back. Should I even double up here? That's an interesting way to play it. If I double up, they could play this knight over to defend. But no, that drops the queen. That does drop the queen. Okay. So forcing the queen trade. But I like that I can double up rooks. And yeah, white has to waste a move before they could castle. Their b2 pawn is hanging. Yeah, so next move, probably double up. They do have knight d4. Okay, so they're kicking my knight away. I'm trying to see if this is a little too hopeful, a little too cheap. I also have rook takes. Doesn't do anything yet, no tactics. But yeah, this knight on a3 may be annoying. There's immediate threats, so they'll probably play rook over. I'll play my rook over. And I like the position. I do like the position. Okay, I think we could double up now. Yeah, rook e4 may be a threat. So if they castle, do I have knight c2? And if takes, So castles, knight over. If knight takes, rook takes, it looks pleasant. Okay, so what's my idea here? Rook c7 is a threat. Could play knight over. Because let's say rook e4, rook over, rook takes. Yeah, not a big fan. Okay, there's also rook over, knight takes. Okay, let's play knight here maybe. Better prospects. just like that I have knight e4 here. And if I had brought my knight over here, c4, it's covered by this pawn. Okay, so looking at my position, this knight may be a little awkward. But what if a6, knight b4, and if takes, takes? That could be one way of playing it. I mean, rook in seems interesting also, but what am I actually doing? I do like a6. Trying to see if there's any other removal of the guards, but let's go a6. Okay, so knight b5, knight takes, rook takes. Let's say king f6, a takes. I do like that. Okay. I like that my rook gets to the second rank. I do double up my A pawns. Sorry, I double up my B pawns, but yeah, I like my active rook. I do have some back rank issues that I have to address. So yeah, after knight takes b5, rook takes. Okay, so they're going here. So knight takes, knight takes. Yeah, maybe I could reroute my knight here. Is here better? Yeah, here at least I don't allow rook c7. Wonder if white's going to try to force a rook trade. I do have that extra d pawn, but how much confidence do I have to convert it? Yeah, so let's say on rook h, e1, maybe I'll trade a pair of rooks and then go rook d8. Just putting my rook behind the passed pawn. It is slightly annoying that white has it blockaded. Okay, they take that option away. So let's reroute the knight again. And we'll try going here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, if I could induce pawn to f4 somehow, plot my knight there, that'd be amazing. H6, just targeting this pawn may be an idea. Because I realize I do have rook e3, which can also pressure this pawn. Seems a little hopeful, but I do like that h6 gives some luft to my king. Okay, so are they preparing to double up? Yeah, they may be trying to go attack b7. Wonder if I could go here, maneuver my rooks like that. Yeah, that's one way of defending b7. So rook e7, rook c1, rook up. Okay. Trying to stay ahead or close to my opponent on time. I know in my previous games I was down probably double the amount of time as my opponent, so I have a slight lead on the clock. So h6, rook c7, or maybe just king f8. King f8 would defend. King f8, rook c7, rook takes, rook up. That defends. Okay, king f8. So I'm looking at rook c7. Rook takes, then rook e7 to defend my b7 pawn. Looking at rook e7, don't like that as much. So rook e7, there's rook takes, king takes, that seems fine. There's rook c8. I could just drop my rook back. And yeah, what are some moves? a5 freezes the b4 pawn, but it does allow the knight to come in. Does that matter? Because if they get to play b4, that is quite annoying. Yeah, a5 may be an idea. Okay, so let's go here. Wonder if they'll repeat. Part of me wants to look at my opponent's rating and see what I'm dealing with. Okay, so rook e7, rook c8. Oh, is that already a repetition? No, I think I have to go rook e8 again. I always get surprised by this threefold repetition rule. Let's pre-move the recapture. Yeah, so knight e8. How do I feel about that? I can't actually force, or not force, but highly encourage the rook trade with rook c7 afterwards. So yeah, knight e8. Yeah, and rook c7. So on rook c7. Rook c7, rook over. If rook c3 doesn't do much, does it? If rook c2, check. I have rook c7. I have rook d7 now. Rook d7. If knight takes, I can just ignore it. Or I could take rook takes, push the pawn up. But rook c7, there's also knight d6. Okay. I don't mind taking and pushing. Yeah, hard to say though. Maybe king d3. I like king f7. You have to get my king involved. On d3, check, king over. They're threatening rook d2, rook e3, just winning this pawn. Okay, so it's getting to a tricky rook endgame here. There's also b5, a takes, a takes. King f7 looks good. Let's see where this rook goes. Like rook h8, king g6. What about rook e4? Rook e4, rook e7, rook takes, king takes. I'm losing this d4 pawn. Yeah, that d4 pawn may be a bit overextended. d3, king over, rook takes, king takes, king e3. f5, pawn takes, king up. Huh. What about f5? So, sort of a temporary pawn sacrifice, but I like that it breaks up their structure. Okay, king takes. I may be too far away from everything. Yeah, I don't think I could take. Seems like it goes into a losing endgame. Okay. Rook d5 check, king f4. King e3, rook c3 check, rook steps over. Yeah, I need to march this pawn up some more. b5. Seems more like a weakness. Takes. Yeah, there's rook d5 check. So tactically it doesn't work. I may have rook c2, but then I give up rook d7. Yeah, kind of short of a plan right now. I think this is drawable if I was a grandmaster. Maybe pawn to h4. Okay, we're getting lower on time. Have a minute edge. So I like that. But yeah, I think we're both trying to calculate and see what exactly is happening here. Pawn over. So now 2 minutes up on the clock. I wonder if rook f7 may be annoying. Does giving a check do anything? I don't think so. Yeah, let's try to keep an edge on the clock here. Rook d6 check. Rook f6, take. Seems like it may be losing for black, actually. So I'm looking at rook d6 check, rook f6. Okay, so they're pushing up. If I give a check, rook over. Looking at h3. h3, f5 check, king up is weird. And if f6, king takes. This seems very sketchy. Very sketchy. So f5 check, king g5. just don't want their rook to get to the 7th rank. Rook c7, just threatening some checks. So there is a threat, rook c3 check, winning this pawn. Rook c3. There's rook d6 though. Okay, rook c3, rook d6 check. So maybe king over. Rook f5 check. So I do like that. If king takes, I have rook c3. Rook c3. Rook b5. Maybe I should have calculated a little bit more. I saw that the b pawn blocks the a pawn, but yeah, the question really is, okay, they didn't take. Interesting. I wonder if white calculated all the variations, but yeah, that might have been a mistake. That might have been a mistake. Give a check. f4 would be hanging if king e2, let's say. Give another check. Maybe king h1, rook h1. So yeah, just time pressure at this point. Let's see what we could do though. Oof. Yeah, I was just trying to pressure the opponent on the clock. I'm surprised they didn't just play like King F3, just do anything. Yeah, this really felt like a draw here. Yeah, I made a lot of questionable decisions, especially with the endgame. I didn't calculate much. And I think d4, I probably want to take a look at that again. Probably should have started off with f6. Yeah, with my endgame knowledge, it's just tough to see when to make a pawn push. Yeah, trading off these rooks just seems like white is going to queen first. But yeah, we got the W. Not the best win, but yeah, let's look back at our rating. 1911. Great. So got a W. We're hopefully starting to trend upwards, but thanks for sticking around, everyone. I will see you next time.